Did you know that, on average, a person loses between 50 to 100 hairs daily? This rate of hair loss is normal and shouldn't worry you. But when hair fall becomes extensive, it becomes a problem that affects one's confidence and self-esteem. But thanks to Barbara O'Neill, one of the world's leading alternative healthcare promoters, there are ways to fix the hair loss issue once and for all.
Hair loss, or alopecia, is a problem that I often get asked about. What can we do for hair loss? How can we grow new hair?
So, what are the root causes of hair loss? How do different personal choices affect a person's hair health? And what are the top 5 cures given by Barbara O'Neill to permanently treat hair loss? Watch this video until the very end to get answers to all these questions and find out Barbara O'Neill's secret to having healthy hair throughout one's life. Let's begin. Causes of hair loss. Hair loss can happen for several reasons, one of the most common being genetics. Barbara says that if one or more of your family members have lost hair, you are likely to experience it too. Pattern baldness is a condition in which a person experiences noticeable hair loss. This is usually hereditary, but can also be caused by hormonal changes during pregnancy, menopause, or with age.
Sometimes I see hair loss in a hormonal imbalance. So if it's a hormonal imbalance, then the hormones must be balanced back again.
Certain medical conditions, such as thyroid issues, can also affect hair growth. If you think your hair loss isn't due to genetics or hormonal changes, you might be experiencing it due to stress.
Sometimes high stress, if someone goes through a very stressful situation, one of the reactions can be hair loss.
This particular cause of hair loss is more dangerous than you might think. When we talk about stress, it's not just about feeling anxious or depressed. Physical stress also leads to hair loss. For example, being sick or doing heavy work can put stress on your body and lead to hair loss. Both emotional and physical stress can disrupt how your hair grows, causing it to fall out. Another point to remember before we begin talking about the cure is that using harsh hair products or styling your hair too much can also damage it and lead to hair loss.
And little by little, it was killing off her follicles where the hair grows. So it can be chemicals on the hair.
Barbara O'Neill once shared an example of how harsh chemical treatments can damage hair. One of her friends had curly hair and spent several years straightening it with chemicals, ultimately leading to hair loss. Here's how hair straightening causes hair loss.
If a person wants to straighten their hair, what the hairdresser does is pull the hair over great big rods like that. And so the curly hair that's this curly, of course, gets pulled over them and that straightens it. But if a person's got straight hair and they want curly hair, well, the rods are that big and they stretch the hair around and around and around. So whether it's to straighten the hair or whether it's to curl the hair, they put this toxic solution on. It's a strong chemical, and what it does is it breaks all the little joints in the hair, because hair has all these little joints like this. So what it does is it breaks the joints, and then it's molded, of course, around either there for the curl or there for the straight. And then when all of those little bonds are broken and it's been stretched into a certain shape, they rinse off that chemical and then they put another chemical on to set it. So to set the bonds together, and then that sets the hair structure as straight or as curly. So basically that's how the hair is permed.
To straighten curly hair, hairdressers use strong toxic chemicals that break the natural bonds in the hair. After applying these chemicals, other products are applied to keep the hair straight for longer. Barbara says these chemicals weaken a person's hair over time. All right, we have covered the major causes of hair loss, and it's time to answer the main question. What are the top cures to treat and prevent hair loss? Here's a list of cures that cure hair loss problems, according to Barbara O'Neill. Before we move on to the solutions for the hair loss problem, we'd like to ask you a small favor. Please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It will cost you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. Is it done? Great. Let's now move to the first cure by Barbara O'Neill. Cure 1. Essential oils. First and foremost, using essential oils to nourish your scalp can be a great way to boost hair health, and Barbara O'Neill highly recommends this natural approach.
The hair to grow again. You can make a mix that you can put on your hair. And this mix is, let's make up the mix. So half a cup of coconut oil and half a cup of castor oil. Castor oil is a very thick oil, but castor oil penetrates deeper than any other oil, so when that is put onto the scalp, it penetrates even deeper. Coconut oil is a very nourishing oil. It's an antifungal oil, antibacterial oil. But what you also can put with that, so now you've got a cup of oil there, to that cup of oil you can add 10 drops of rosemary essential oil. Rosemary is a herb that's specific for the scalp. Rosemary essential oil. So you could make up this mix in a jar.
When it comes to hair loss cures, essential oils can be especially effective in maintaining a healthy scalp and promoting stronger and more resilient hair. They are plant extracts known for their powerful, beneficial properties and have been used for centuries for their general health benefits. Barbara O'Neill recommends several essential oils for hair loss, each offering unique benefits for improving scalp health. Rosemary oil is one of Barbara's favorites for hair care. This essential oil boosts blood flow to the scalp, which helps hair grow better. More blood flow means more nutrients and oxygen for your hair follicles, which results in thicker and healthier hair. What's impressive about rosemary oil is that studies suggest it can greatly impact hair loss treatments. It helps improve the health of your scalp and supports stronger hair growth. Adding rosemary oil to your routine can lead to noticeable improvements in your hair's thickness and overall health. Barbara recommends an effective treatment to cure hair loss with essential oils. Mix half a cup of coconut or castor oil with 10 drops of rosemary oil and gently massage this mixture into your scalp using your fingertips in small circular motions.
And maybe once a week, you massage it into the scalp. Your hair will be very oily, of course, but you massage it into the scalp. Just even the massaging into the scalp stimulates blood supply to the hair follicles.
This way, the scalp absorbs the oils better and blood flow to the hair follicles increases. After you are done massaging, leave the oil on for several hours or overnight to get the best results. Cure 2. Sun exposure and water intake. Another cure by Barbara O'Neill to treat hair loss is sun exposure and water intake. Both sun exposure and water intake play an important role in fixing the hair loss problem. Let's first talk about how sunlight can benefit your hair. When you are exposed to sunlight, your body produces vitamin D. Along with other benefits, this vitamin is important to hair health. Vitamin D creates new hair follicles and helps existing follicles function properly, resulting in increased hair growth and reduced hair loss. Being in the sun also strengthens your hair through serotonin. Serotonin is a mood-enhancing chemical in the brain that makes us feel happy. A stress-free mood is great for one's overall health, including the hair. Therefore, a bit of sunshine can help keep stress levels down, which in turn benefits your hair. According to Barbara, sunlight also helps improve the health of your scalp for strong hair growth. It has mild antifungal properties that can keep your scalp clean and reduce problems like dandruff. Having said that, don't expose yourself to too much sunlight, as it can dry your scalp and damage your hair. Water is another easy-to-apply solution to cure hair loss problems. The formula is simple. The more water you drink daily, the more your hair will be. When you are fully hydrated, your hair follicles get the moisture and nutrients they need to stay healthy. Without enough water, they can dry quickly and become brittle with a flaky scalp, leading to hair loss. Before we move on, we'd like to ask you a small favor. If you like this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Imagine what we could accomplish if everyone subscribed. Thank you so much. Cure 3. Proper sleep. The next cure to treat hair loss might sound like it's not directly related to hair, but wait until you hear Barbara O'Neill's take on it. Proper sleep might not be the first thing you think of when it comes to hair care, but it plays a greater role in reducing hair loss than most people think. Barbara says getting good sleep is essential for overall health and can make a big difference for hair. Now, if you're wondering how much sleep you actually need to stop your hair from falling, here's your answer. Most experts, including Barbara O'Neill, recommend sleeping 8 to 9 hours daily. Sleeping for 8 to 9 hours gives your body time to heal and refresh itself, including fixing damaged hair follicles. If you're dealing with hair loss and often feel tired, following Barbara's advice and focusing on getting better sleep can greatly improve your hair situation. After a few weeks, you will feel you have more energy, and your hair will look stronger and healthier. Getting enough sleep also helps lower stress, which results in better hair growth. This shows the importance of sleep for your body generally and hair particularly. Cure 4. Avoiding chemicals. Avoiding chemicals can also help prevent hair loss, according to Barbara O'Neill. We use harmful chemicals in our daily routines that can make our hair thin and weak. Barbara O'Neill recommends staying away from products like shampoos with sulfates, parabens, and harsh dyes, as they can permanently damage one's hair. She suggests that instead of using products with harmful chemicals, we can switch to natural alternatives. If you want to dye your hair a different color, you can simply use henna instead of using artificial dyes that contain harmful chemicals. Henna is a natural plant that is used for hair dyes, and it makes your hair strong with a glossy and shiny look. Barbara also recommends using shampoos that don't contain harmful chemicals. Many commercial shampoos have ingredients like sulfates and parabens that strip your scalp of the natural oils, leaving the hair dry and brittle. By switching to natural shampoos, you help maintain your hair moisture and prevent damage. Cure 5. Healthy diet. The last of the top 5 cures to treat hair loss by Barbara O'Neill is having a healthy diet. Barbara believes what you eat affects the growth of your hair and their look. A balanced diet containing essential vitamins and minerals is important to keep your hair strong and smooth. She also suggests eating a variety of foods that are good for hair health. Fruits and vegetables are packed with vitamins and antioxidants that help keep your scalp healthy. For example, vitamin A in sweet potatoes, carrots, and spinach is important for cell growth and moisturizing your scalp. Similarly, vitamin C, which you can get from oranges, strawberries, and bell peppers, helps produce collagen, strengthening hair, and preventing breakage. Vitamin E, which is found in green leafy vegetables, seeds, and nuts, is also important for hair growth as it improves blood flow to the scalp. Barbara also mentions the benefits of B vitamins, like biotin and niacin, which are found in whole grains, eggs, and beans. These vitamins help strengthen hair and reduce hair loss. Protein also plays a huge role in making hair strong. Since hair is mostly made of protein, you must eat enough high-quality protein to keep your hair healthy. Barbara also recommends including lean meats, fish, eggs, and plant-based proteins like beans and lentils in your diet. These are great sources of protein that help repair damaged hair and support new growth. When you eat protein, your body uses it to make your hair strong and healthy. Without it, your hair can weaken and break more easily. Therefore, a proper diet with all the nutrients helps keep hair strong and permanently fixes the hair loss problem. Barbara O'Neill has given some valuable but easy-to-apply cures for tackling hair loss problems, including using the best essential oils, getting plenty of sunlight daily, getting enough sleep, avoiding the use of chemicals in hair treatments, and most importantly, focusing on a healthy diet. Her advice blends traditional remedies and modern practices to promote improved hair health. By understanding the underlying causes of hair loss and using these cures, you can permanently treat your hair loss problem. Barbara O'Neill's tips teach us a simple lesson. We should take a natural approach to curing our hair loss problems once and for all. If you found this video helpful, do like it and click the subscribe button. And before you leave, do let us know in the comments section what topic we should talk about next.